Hello guys, welcome to my channel Learn with PR. In this video, we will be understanding how we can insert a new node at a specific location in a doubly linked list. So I have already uploaded the detailed video on doubly linked list, how we can create node in that, right? So please check that video and then you will surely understand how we can insert at a specific location. All right. So in a doubly linked list, basically we have a previous node who will point the previous node address, right? And you can say we have a data that will store the value and next pointer who will store the address of the next node. All right. So this is how we can say double linked list. So when we want to provide us insertion in a specific location, that means we are inserting a new node, okay, at a particular position that you can choose it. All right. So we will do that thing step by step with the help of C++. Now let's write a class name first. I'm writing a class name. Okay, class name I'm writing node. All right. Now I'm giving access modifier as you can see public. All right, here I'm writing int data we have. Okay, in a doubly linked list we have three kind of data that you can say one integer type, you can say character type, whatever, and next you have a previous pointer. Okay, so this thing I have already discussed. Please check those videos of mine. I will share a link here. All right, now next we have, okay, so this one will store the data. All right, whatever the data you want to store. All right, and then here we have written as previous node address and here next node address. All right, here I'm writing node, I'm creating constructor. Okay, creating a constructor. So here we are writing, I am passing one parameter here into value. Whatever value you will write, it will store in data. Okay, so data will get that value, right? If you are creating any node and it's only single, so that time you will say null, previous will be null and next will be null. Okay, so just write down here previous and next both are null. All right, so this is how we can create it. I am creating one more class, that a simple class I'm talking about here, that's a node. All right, it will only create a node, but we have to create a doubly linked list. So I am now creating what class? All right, and doubly, name of the class I'm creating doubly. All right, so doubly I'm creating, so here I'm writing public kind of data. Okay, public kind of data I'm creating node, and now I'm creating the, for this node I'm creating what? Head. All right, so I'm now creating head star head I'm creating. Okay, in this I'm creating a simple function as simple constructor which is having no parameter, which has no parameter. That means we are creating here default constructor. All right, so let's create here doubly with the name of class itself, we have to use it. All right, and then I'm now giving value to head as null. Done. Now what will be the next scenario? Means now we have to assign some value to it. Now here I'm creating a simple function name as void insert. Okay, this is also the scenario for how we can insert actually at the end. So in a class doubly I have created a head. Okay, here we have already created a head, right? Now I am creating a function name as insert. Okay, so we are inserting a value. Okay, so I'm now passing one value here, right? So this will say first you have to create nodes now, then only you will say at what position you have to create. Done. All right, so now inside it we have to first give some specific location. So now I'm creating a new node for this class node. Okay, I'm creating here a new node. Okay, and here I'm creating with the help of new keyword. So when we are creating with the help of new keyword, now it will give a memory allocation, a heap memory it will give. Okay, now I'm passing here value. So simple write value. Why? Now it will pass which one which one means this node is, you can say will call this constructor. Okay, now this constructor when you are calling, so we have to give value so that it will call your parameterized constructor. Okay, now suppose you have to check the condition first. If head is equal to your null, that means what? It is there is no element. Okay, so whatever new node you are creating, just give that thing to your head. Okay, write down here new node. Okay, so whatever new node address you have, store that thing in head. Once you are storing new node address to the head, that time you will say now you have to return from that. That means there is only one, the head was null, that means there was no element, so now it is containing one node. Okay, so just return after that. You will return, so you will execute this insert function. We will not do any kind of operation. Your compiler will now return. Okay, now if you are saying head is something, means head may there is some kind of value, that means your linked list is not empty. So after that you have to insert that new element. Okay, suppose you are saying you have a number of nodes inside your head, inside your linked list. doubly linked list में बहुत सारे elements, बहुत सारे nodes you have already. Okay, so जब बहुत सारे नोड्स है तो आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा ना कि लास्ट नोड कौन सा है, उसी के बाद आप इंसर्ट कर पाओगे न्यू नोड को. दैट यू कैन सिंपली से दिस इज आल्सो द इंसर्ट एट end. So I'm writing this function name as insert at end. How we can insert a new node at end. Okay, right? Last में हम कैसे insert कर सकते हैं? So if your head is not null, that means what? You have some nodes inside your linked list. Now you have to check how many nodes So after all nodes, then you have to insert a new node that will be going in the end. Okay, so I am now creating a temporary variable to count the nodes first. ना वो काउंट कर लेगा, मीन्स काउंट नहीं करना है, एक तरीके से मुझे हेड में लास्ट नोड की वैल्यू जो ऑलरेडी कनेक्टेड है उसका मुझे एड्रेस चाहिए बस, है ना. आई विल टेल यू व्हाई. Okay, so node temp I have created we have created temp pointer for node, okay, where I have given value of head. All right, now check. So you will write while loop. Okay, so while loop I'm writing, we don't know how many nodes, so while will help me. Okay, but the condition is what? Temp of next should be there. Okay, it's not equal to not equal to null. Okay, once it is not null, that means what? If it is not null, then do update your temp. Temp will get the value of temp of next. All right, so you have to store that value in a temp. Okay, so this is how we can do it. Once you have done this thing, then you will find the last node is temp is pointing to the last node. You got the last node. Now after that you have to place a new node, this new node. Okay, done. Once you have done this, then what we have to do? We have to say whatever the temporary pointer is pointing to the node, that temp of next should be your new node, right? It should be a new node. So assign the value of new node. Okay, done. Now your new node, that there is two things, previous and next. So next may you have to upload temp ke next may you have to upload your what? New node address. And what about new node previous may you have to upload your last node which was connected in a linked list. Second last node you can say now. Okay, so new node previous you have to change as your temp. Okay, whatever inside your temp, आपके जो भी temp में होगा आप उसमें डाल दो. Right, this is how we can do it. So this is a simple thing how we can insert an element, okay, in a doubly linked list, and this is also how we can insert node at the end. Okay, all right, so this is a simple one at how you can do it in a specific location. All right, I'm creating a simple function here, void display. First let's run this code. So once you are doing all elements you have already uploaded data, now you have to display all the nodes. So I'm creating again a temp. Okay, and here I'm writing head. The same scenario, this we have already discussed how we can display all the nodes value, right? So you just need to do what? Traversing, nothing else. So traversal I have already discussed. Please check that thing. Okay, so if it is not equal to null, all right, then you have to keep printing temp of data, right? Once you are doing it, temp of data, right, and then arrow you want to, if okay, and now keep changing temp of next. All right, now when you keep changing it, that means it will say what? Temp now changing again and again. So temp value will be changed. Okay, now done. This is how we can display. Okay, so now first you want to connect with all the nodes, means you should have some nodes inside it, then only you can display it. Okay, so how we can call this function, this insert at end, we can call with the help of object of this doubly. All right, so we have to call object for this doubly. How we can create object, I have discussed already that point, right? So once you are creating object for this doubly, okay, so this doubly constructor will call itself. So now here you will say it will give null value to your head. Okay, so I'm creating first object, so doubly d1. Done. Now d1 dot insert at end function I'm calling, but inside it we have to give what? We have to give one value, as we are passing in this function one value. So that value will be the data. Okay, I'm creating that like 10. Okay, so many objects you can create. So many times you can call the function. Okay, I'm now writing 20 here, 100 here, 210. Okay, now display it also. So with the help of same function name, display it. Now when you will run this code, you will see this will be your output. So this is 10, one node, 20, second node, third node, 100, fourth node is your 210. Okay, after that you can simply write here null as well if you want to write it. That null means what? That there is no node now connected. Okay, like this null. Okay, now I have already insert. Now I want what? I want to insert at a specific position. So how we can do it? So I'm now creating a function. Okay, I'm now creating a function here. This is my class, done. This is a doubly, done, right? This is a function. I have already uploaded the number of nodes inside it. This was a display. So after this I'm creating, okay, you can create anywhere your wish. So I'm creating a function name as insert at position. Okay, again we have to pass two things here now. First, int value, whatever value you want to insert, and at what position. So I'm writing here POS, pause. Okay, so now I'm creating a function name insert at position, and int value I'm creating. Okay, int POS I'm giving. All right, now again we have to call this function, call this constructor. So how we can call it? Just create this. Okay, I'm creating one more time this thing here. Okay, so this is a new node I'm creating, giving with the help of new keyword we are giving the value. Okay, memory allocation with the help of new keyword. Okay, and with the help of this value, that data will get the value of. okay, of your node, you can say. Now again I'm creating a temporary variable, okay, node star tmp and providing head. Okay, done. Now we have to check, we have to go in that location where we have to change the value, right? And where we have to place, suppose you are saying third position I want to place a new node, so we have to track till 3 minus 1, that you can say 2 position we have to change, second position we have to change, you can say. Okay, so we know how many operations we have to perform. We have to perform how many operations? 3 operations only, means 3 minus 1. Okay, so now I smaller than pos minus 1, pos minus 1. Okay, now all right, now I will increase one by one. All right, okay, done. Now what we have to do, we have to keep track with the help of temp, right? Temp will get the value of temp of next. All right, so we have to store it in a temp. Okay, once we have done, we got the second location. If you are placing a new node at a third location, third position, you can say. Okay, so once you have done this, you will get temp. Okay, so you have to change now. You have to change what? You have to change the temp of next. You have to change with a new node, new node value. So how we can write that thing first? Okay, so very important thing, when you are saying temp will get the value of that thing, you have to change it accordingly. Temp will get the value of temp of next. Every time you will check it. If the condition is true, then only we can do it. We found the next second location. If the third way you want to place the node. Okay, so now here you will say new node of next, new node of next. What it will preserve? New node of next will get the value of new node, whatever the new node ke next mein what you have to place? You have to place the whatever tempo of next you have, है ना? Whatever tempo of next में value you don't want to lose it. So if you lost it, then how you can say you will place it? So first we have to do it. New node of next will get the value of temp of next. Okay, all right. Now new node previous. So in a new node previous, we will store the value of temp, right? Simple, whatever the temp is. Done. Once we have done this, then we have to check one more condition. If temp of next, अगर temp of next आपका null नहीं है, okay, if it is not null, then we have to say temp of next of previous will get the value of new node. Okay, once the condition satisfied, only then, okay, there should be capital null. Okay, then we have to do temp of next, whatever the address it is, the address of previous, that we have to go with a new node. All right, done. This is over. Now the last step is what? We have to make the temp of next as new node. Okay, so this is how we can insert at a specific position. All right, so first we have did, as we were creating a new memory allocation, then we are doing head as temp we are providing the head value, right? And then we were checking the temporary variable. We have to go till position -1. Okay, once we are going it, then we have to exchange the values like that. Okay, we have to check if your temp is not equal to null, then only we have to do it. If it is null, then we will stop there. The value will be changed as temp of next will get the value of new node. Simple as that. I will tell you how we are doing it step by step. All right, now first let's check out how we can change, what we can change here. Now you are displaying the previous node. Now I will call this function. Okay, now we are calling d1 dot insert at position function. Here we have to give 50 comma, I'm saying third location I want to place a new node. Okay, then again we have to display it. So display it. So /n you can write after this /n. No, right? Now run this code. So when you will run this code, you will see your node is connected here 50. All right, earlier it was 10, 20, 100, 2, 10. Okay, null. And then we will say here 10, 20, 50, 100, and 2, 10, null. Okay, so this is a simple code. Now let's check out the explanation step by step for this insert at the position. Okay, and then we will check how we can insert at end also. All right, now let's check out. Okay, so here I'm writing temp. Okay, temp will get the value of head. What is head? Head is 3000. So now temp is now 3000. Okay, now we have to check this condition. I will go as 1. 1 is smaller than 3 minus 1. Yes, 1 is smaller than 2. True, right? Now go inside it, update your temp of next as temp. So what is temp of next? Means this location we are saying is a temp right now. Okay, temp is a 3000. Done. Now 3000 is the address. Okay, now temp of next. What is temp of next? That is 2000. So you will assign temp mein what value? Temp mein 2000 value. So 2000 is this address. Okay, now here you will say temp is now pointing this location. Okay, this is a temp. Now again check. You will check. I will increase by 1. I will say 2. 2 is smaller than 2, false. Okay, 2 is equal to. Now we will not go inside it. So from this function only, we are getting what? We are simply getting temp. Temp we are getting as third location we are placing, we were getting second location. Okay, so what we have to change? We have to change this only. We have to change. This is, suppose this is a new node you want to place it. Okay, so now once this over, then we have to check this one. Now what is it? Uh, so what is it now? So here I'm saying new node of next. What is new node of next? This one. This is a new node of next. Okay, this one. So we have to change this thing with 4000. Okay, so that's why I'm writing here new node of next, means this one I'm talking about. Okay, and temp of next. Temp of next is what? This one. This is a temp now. This is a temp. Okay, so this is a next. Temp of next 4000. So 4000 value I want to place in the new node of next. So now my new node will looks like this. You know, this here I have stored in this 4000. That's how it looks like. Okay, done. Now next thing is new node of previous. What is new node of previous? This one. So we are now talking about this location. Okay, new node of previous. We'll get the value of temp. What is temp? Temp is 2000, this one. Okay, so it will be assigning the value where? In the new node of previous. This 2000, this value will be assigned as here you can say. So this is your new node looks like. Okay, right? Now here one more main condition you have to check. Temp of next. What is temp of next? Temp of next, this 4000. No? Okay, wait. Temp of next is this one. Let me clean it. So now we can say this is right now a new node. Okay, in that new node, in a previous we have 2000, data 50, and next pointer may we have 4000 value. All right, now next. So here this was we were talking about. Okay, now we have here temp of next. We have to check temp of next is not equal to null. What is temp of next? Temp is right now this. Okay, temp of next is 4000. Okay, 4000 is not equal to null. True. Then we have to go inside. We'll say temp of next. What is temp of next? This one, 4000. This is a 4000. Okay, if I'll say 4000 temp of next 4000 of previous is what? 4000, previous is 2000, right? We have to change it as our new node. We have to change it as our new node. Okay, here. All right. What is new node? New node address is 5000. So place here 5000. Okay. So this 4000 previous may we have to change this value as 5000. Sorry. Okay, as 5000. New node is 5000 address. All right. And then finally we have to do temp of next as new node. What is new node address? A new node address, that is 5000. So this is a new node address 5000 will store in the temp of next. What is temp of next? Here. So what we have changed, how many things we have changed here? So first we have changed wait. So first we have changed what? This one, new node of next. Okay, that means this one, and this one we have changed. What else? We have changed this one, means this location we have changed. What else? We have changed this one also. Okay, so now now we have this final, our final linked list. Okay, this is our final linked list. So we have head, we have null, we have here 10, 2000. Okay, here we have changed. This was a temp, right? We have changed temp. We have changed this, and this one. Okay, so this is how we can say algorithm of it. We have to create a new node. Once we have created, then try to move the pointer to the position -1. Set your new node of next. This was a new node of next. This was okay. We have to set as temp of next. What was earlier 4000? So 4000 is here. Okay, now new node of previous. New node ke previous mein we have to set temp value. What was the address of temp value? That was the address 2000. All right, and then we have to check one more main condition. If your temp of next is not equal to null, then we have to provide this one as well. Okay, we have to provide temp of next. 4000 was there, 4000 is there. 4000 ke previous mein we have to place the new node address. So we are doing with the help of this one 5000. Okay, and at the end we have to do what? Temp of next में हमें new node का address डाल देना. Then we have to stop it. This is a step-by-step algorithm, how we can write it, step-by-step explanation also. If you have any query, please write in a chat box. Okay, now let's understand how we can do insertion at end. So this is a insert at end. Okay, suppose you are saying you have created a new node. So this is how we are creating a new node, giving value to it. Okay, all right, now this is a value. All right, now we have to check our head is null or not. If it is null, that means head is null. That means we have to assign whatever new node address it is. Okay, we have to assign to the head. So now head will looks like 5000. Okay, and now it is pointing to this one. This is how you can connect the first node at the end. That is the end only, no? This is the end or you can the beginning, right? But if this condition says what, I am having number of nodes inside it. Okay, means this one. Okay, suppose this is a this head is containing 3000, so this condition become false. All right, so we have created a temporary variable we have created, which is having the head value, that means 3000. So temp is now pointing to this location. Okay, now check your temp of next. What is inside temp of next? 2000. So 2000 is equal to null, true. So what we have to do, we have to say temp of next will go inside the temp of next 2000. 2000 will be assigned to temp now. So now your temp is not pointing this location. It is now pointing this location. This is temp. Okay, this is a temp. Now temp, again check this condition. Again go check this condition. Temp is now, temp is 2000. Okay, temp of next is 4000. So 4000 is not equal to null, true. Again do update your temp of next. What is temp of next? That is 4000. Okay, right? Temp of next 4000, 4000. Now 4000 here you can see. So you have now updated your temp as T here. So now these all are wrong. Okay, now you can say T is here, temp is here. So temp of next. Temp of next is null, null. Null is not equal to null, false. So now your this while loop will stop here. Once it stop, then you have to do what? Temp of next may. What is temp of next? This. You have to store the new node address. What is new node address? 5000. So 5000 will go in this location, right? And we have to change one more thing. This one we have to change. Previous node address we have to store. So where we have stored this previous node, 4000, where we have stored? We have stored in a temporary variable, right? So give new node of previous as temp. What is temp? 4000. Temp was 4000 last, right? So this is how we can do a simple insertion at end. Okay, so this is basically, after this we have to assign temp of next. What is temp of next? This is a temp of next. We have assigned 5000, here will be 5000. Okay, if you are storing here 5000, that means what? It is now pointing this location. Okay, but we have to point this location also, so we have to change this one. That's why I'm writing here previous of node, new node previous will get the value of 4000. Okay, so here you have to store 4000. So now it is pointing to the the previous location. All right, so this is a simple step by step how we can create, how we can insert at the end. Okay, so now let's check out the algorithm of it. So what we have to do, we have to simply write creating new node. We have to say head is null, that means provide new node address, provide to the head, that you else traverse until the last node. The last node next में you have to place what? Means that last you can say here temp. हमने temp लिया था नाम, आप temp ले सकते हो. Temp of next में we have to provide the new node address, and new node of previous we have to provide the last, that means temp. Okay, so others you have to stop. All right, so this is how we can write it, a simple way. Okay, and now let's check out how we can create a new node. We can insert a new node at the beginning. All right, now let's create a function. I have created function insert at position. Okay, now let's create here at beginning. So void insert at beginning. Okay, now we know beginning position, so we will not write it, but yes, we have to write the value which I want to store it. Okay, now node star means we have to create a new node, right? So new node we are creating, we are giving with the help of new as memory allocation, right? And the value, whatever value we will write, it will pass. Okay, now I'm creating a condition here. If head is equal to null, all right, then that means we have to simply say head will get the value of new node first. If there is no node, then we have to use it. Return. Okay, if this condition is not true, there is an element, then we have to change head as well. Okay, we have to change head as well. We have to change new node next as well, and head of previous as well. So whatever the current head we have, okay, that time we have to use it. Now here I'm writing new node of next will get the value of new node of next will get the value of head. All right, and we have to change our head as new node. Okay, new node we have to change. All right, now, and before this head will get the new node, we have to change one more thing, that our previous value of head of previous node, you can say, previous pointer, you can say. Okay, we have to give as new node address. Okay, so this is how we can do it at beginning. Now let's run here d1 dot insert at beginning, and we have to give one value. I am providing here 60, suppose. All right, and now d1 dot display function, call it. Now run this code. So here earlier it was 10, 20. We have created at insert at node end, you can say, right? Insert at a specific position, and the 60 we were inserting at the beginning. All right. So what we did here, we were simply writing. First we are creating a node, then we are checking head is there, head value is null or not. All right. Then we were checking new node of next need to be changed as head. Okay, and head of previous need to be changed as new node, and new node address need to store in the head, and we're displaying it. So here I have given example, right? So this is a head right now. Okay, these are the values, and this new node is here. Okay, I have to check first this thing, right? If our head is null, then it will provide the new node address in head. That is how we can do it. Okay, this you have already done. Okay, now this thing, what is new node of next? New node of next, this one. Okay, in this we have to assign head. What is head? 3000. Okay, so here we have to assign 3000. That means this location need to shift in the second position, right? And this need to be stored in the first. So second position 3000. So I have changed as next as 3000. Okay, done. Now head of previous. What is head? 3000. Head of previous, this one. That means this one. Okay, this null means head of previous. This is the head pointing this one. Now head is pointing this one. What is the head? This previous. So we have to change this as what? This add new node. What is new node? That you can say 5000. So 5000 we need to store here. Done. Okay, now next, last, head will get the value of new node. What is head? Head is 3000 now, but new node we need to store. That means 5000 we need to store. Okay, so our linked list will looks like as this. So 5000 we have stored in the head is here now, 5000. Okay, now here null, but here we have changed at what? New node next will be 3000. So 3000 is here. 3000 means it's now pointing this location. Right? So in this location we were changing one more thing. What? Head of previous will get the value of head of new node, means you will get what? Head of previous will get of new node. What is new node address? 5000. So 5000 now I have stored here. Okay, so this is a simply what how you can insert a at beginning, you can say, a new node at beginning. All right, so this is very important. You need to check that point, how we are doing it, where we need to check which one. Okay, and what we need to change, right? This is the algorithm how we can insert at the beginning. First we have to create a new node. Once we are creating a new node, then we have to check the last thing, that if your head is null, if the head is null, that time you will simply change new node. You just need to store new node address. Okay, else we have to go to check this one. We have to update head as new node of next. Okay, and new node address we have to store in the head of previous, and new node address we will store in head, and then we will stop. Okay, so this is a simple explanation of doubly linked list, how we can create, how we can insert at the end, insert at the beginning, and at a specific position. So this is a simple explanation. Okay, so I have already uploaded the videos on singly linked list as well, and the operations and insertion, deletion, searching, etc, right? So do check those videos as well. So if this video helped you to understand the concept, so please like the video, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. So in the next video, we will be understanding how to delete node in a doubly linked list. Okay, till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Thank you.